Hey, Magic friends, welcome back. This is your captain speaking here on Captain Clyde's MTG, and we're up for midweek Magic. That's right, it's spoilers again for Baldur's Gate Commander Legends, or Battle for Baldur's Gate, if you will. So, as always, remember, tray tables and seat backs in full upright position as we take off into the world of leaks. Don't forget, just a quick thing. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers, so please smash that subscribe button, like, comment, hit that notification bell so you know when all the new stuff comes out. It helps support the channel, and I do appreciate it. So, before we go any further, let's just get on it. We got plenty of leaks to look at. So today we got Beckoning Will-O-Wisp. So for a white and 2, you get a 1/3, has flying, has Lure of Unwary. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you get to choose an opponent. Creatures attacking the last chosen player get +1/+0. Very interesting. Don't think it's going to do a whole lot. Maybe draft, but I seriously doubt it. It just doesn't do enough. Costs too much. Next, we have the Ghost Lantern. For 1 black, we have a artifact that is an adventure. So, whenever a creature you control dies, play a +1/+1 counter on equipped creature. You equip it for 1 black to cast. Not too shabby. For a black and 1, you have Bind Spirit. Return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand. I think there's probably better things you can do playing Commander, maybe not. But definitely this is going to be a powerhouse card in draft, and I definitely look forward to people playing it. So next we have un or Underseller Sweep. So for a white and 4, we have an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, you get to take the initiative. Whenever you attack, if you and a player you're attacking has if you or the player you're attacking has the initiative, you get to create 2/1/1 white soldier creature tokens that are tapped and attacking. Uh, Seems pretty cool for draft, although I don't think it's going to be a thing in most commander decks. 5 mana for the off chance for you to make 2/2s every time you swing, which means you have to swing. Um, I mean, it can be a really good combo too with Rabble Rousing, but they're the same mana, so we'll have to wait and see if it actually picks up, but I don't think it will. After that, we have Blood Boil Sorcerer and a god awful picture to boot. Anyway, 1 red and 3 for a 3/3. When he enters the battlefield, you get to take the initiative. He has what's called Crown of Madness, apparently. So for a red and 1, you can sacrifice an artifact or creature to go target creature. I don't think this is going to make it into any kind of sacrifice deck. I mean, the gold thing's kind of cool, but I think there's better cards that do the exact same thing. Next, we have, oh, I like this one when I saw it, Mystery Key. For a blue and 1, you have an equipment. Now, when the equipped creature deals combat damage to a player, you sacrifice the key and draw 3 cards. So it's a blue and 1 delay, only 1 to equip, and you just got to tag them 1 time, and you get to Ancestral. Basically, 1 mana for 1 card. It's split up. You have to get through. It's got a lot of stuff. But I definitely think this is something you guys are probably going to see in a lot of Commander decks, especially Draft. But I think this is good enough to actually make a home in Commander in any deck playing blue, because all you got to do is get through, right, to take an Ancestral. So next, moving on, we have Slaughter the Strong. So I think we've seen cards like this before. 2 white and 1 sorcery. Each player chooses any number of creatures they control with a total power of 4 or less, and then you sacrifice all of the creatures that they control. So it's kind of uh, a wrath that you get to pick what survives. Every opponent does. I mean, playing against big creatures, it could be a thing. If you're playing tokens, this could be a good thing because you get to keep 4 tokens compared to your opponent's maybe 1 creature. But then again, if that 1 creature is good enough at 4 power to make your life miserable, it could really suck. And it is 3 mana, but it is a good, easy early board wipe. So maybe it'll see play, but it is only uncommon. All right, we have the Saddle of the Cavalier. So for a green and 2, you have an equipment. The equipped creature gets +3/+3. Can't be blocked by creatures with power 3 or less. It equips for 3. This is only going to see play in draft. It costs too much to lay, way too much to equip. It just doesn't do enough. So, moving on. Swashbuckler Extraordinaire. Looks like a samurai. Anyway, so for a red and 2, you get a 2/2 Dragon Rogue Warrior. Maybe that's why he looks like a samurai. He's a dragon. When he enters the battlefield, you get to create a treasure token. Not too bad. Whenever you attack, you may sacrifice 1 or more treasures. When you do, up to that many target creatures gain double strike till end of turn. Alright, now this is cool. There's already treasure decks popping up all over the place. This is just going to be another thing to make those treasure decks really powerful and give them something to do. Yeah, so I can see this easily getting some play. Definitely in draft, maybe in a deck. All right, guys. So here's the whole new gate lineup. So starting with this gate called Heap Gate. Heap Gate. Anyway, so it comes to play untapped, but it is a gate. It gives you colorless, but it does filter mana to 1 mana to any color you want. And for 1 and tapping it, you can tap an untapped gate you control to create a treasure. Mana fixing. Seems good. So I like it. I think it's definitely be part of the gate decks. Moving on, we have the rest of the gates have come in now. We have one for every color. You have a Cliff Gate, Black Dragon Gate. Now, obviously, these gates enter the battlefield tap, but they also say choose a color other than red because that's one thing it automatically taps for, and then choose the extra color. So you can actually have gates uh, that have whatever color you need in case you're playing 3 or more colors. And I think these are going to become very popular, not just in the gate deck, but maybe just in decks in general, just because of the ability to choose your colors you want. All right, so these are the 2-1. We got black, red. Here we have the Seagate blue, Manor Gate green, and Citadel Gate white. I don't know why the Manor Gate, would it be Forest Gate instead of Manor Gate? Anyway, those are your 5 gate cycles for the commons. Pretty sweet. All right, we have Oceanist Dragon. 2 blue and 4 for a 3/5 flyer. When he enters the battlefield, tap target creature and opponent controls and goad it. It's okay for a common. Probably only going to see play in draft, maybe. Lurking Green Dragon. Green M3 for a 4/4. Alright, so it's on par with flying. It can't attack unless defending player controls a creature with flying. That's... Okay, never mind, it's not so good. I mean, it's a great blocker, right? 4 mana for a 4/4, but you can get 3/3 blockers for 2. It may be good in draft, but I don't think anybody's going to really play this thing. Alright, next we have Mira, the Wild Mage. I love Wild Mage. I used to play him one all the time. Anyway, so for a red, blue, and 4 legendary creature, human, elf, shaman, who's a 2/7, this thing ain't dying. Um, Whenever you cast a spell, you may put that card on the bottom of its owner's library. If you do, reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a non-land card. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Put the rest on the bottom of the library in random order. This ability only triggers once each turn. Okay, so basically, when you cast a spell, it'll let you go through your deck and get the next spell, kind of like Tybalt's Trickery, Cascade kind of thing. I'm sure this is going to be a deck built around this or a deck that does this kind of stuff. It seems a really powerful card because it does say may. You don't have to do it, unlike other cards that make you. So I like this. I don't know how expensive it's going to be, but it looks pretty cool. Not going to lie. All right, moving on. Next, we have Topaz Dragon. So we have the Adventure Dragon. For 2 black and 4, you get a 4/4 flyer. Ugh. But it has Death Touch, okay. Entropic Cloud. So this is its adventure. For a black and 1, creatures you control gain Death Touch till end of turn. That's a very good spell, actually. Attack with a bunch of tokens, let your opponent chump block, and then boom, Death Touch, baby. Kill your stuff. I think it's actually see play in the Dragon deck just because of its ability to give your stuff Death Touch. And on the backside, later in the game, you can just make a dragon out of it. So, spells that have multiple uses and 2 different, and kind of utility like this are always good to be played. Next, we have Young Red Dragon. So for red and 3, that's young. This is the Venture, though. So it's a 3/2 dragon with flying, and it can't block. So that's not terrible as a common, but it has Bathing Gold for red and 1 instant. Create a treasure token. Oh, so this is really cool. So you literally could cast a 3/2 flyer that can't block on turn 3 with the treasure it makes from itself. I like this. I think this is going to be a really good common card. Probably see a lot of play in draft and in regular commander because not a lot of cheap dragons out there that can actually help you do this. So moving on. Next we have Stone Speaker Crystal. 4 colorless artifact. It taps for 2. All right. For 2 colorless and tapping it, you can sacrifice the crystals, exile any number of target players' graveyards, draw a card. I mean, it's fine, I guess, if you need this kind of stuff in your deck. It is a rock that has an extra ability. There are cards that get rid of graveyards that are better than this, but if you need to be a mana rock and have this ability, the utility of having 2 things on 1 card is worth a little bit extra. So I could see this possibly getting some play. So moving right along. Oh, we've come to the end. Thank you very much, guys, for another great episode. Appreciate you guys watching, and as always, hit that subscribe button so we can get some more views as we head to 1,000. And if you've done everything you can to support the channel and you want to do a little something extra, or if you're just looking for some good Magic cards that are packed fresh, check out the links in the description. The eBay store is in there. where all my box opening series videos, those cards go on there for sale, along with some other stuff I have that I personally collect. Comic books coming soon, probably. Um, Also, there's a link to the Patreon where you can sign up for a monthly subscription where you can get all kinds of sweet swag and deals on sealed booster boxes. Open on the channel. I'll open them on the channel as a discount for you supporting, and then mail the cards from the video straight to your door. Also in there is the email to the actual store. If you have questions about the store or anything in eBay or anything about the channel in general, feel free to hit me up with an email and I'll be happy to cover or talk to you about anything you like. So, as always, guys, until next time, be kind, and I hope to see you across from the game table.